you go in front of the chairs with the plaques and I'll stand. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you've been having a great time in Minnesota. We have been having a great time hosting you here. Our first set of awards are to recognize our two outgoing board members. First, we have Deborah Guthrie. And I'm not sure if Deborah's here because she might be on the PEG tour this morning. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to present the award and give her a chance to receive a round of applause from our membership. Deborah's been on the board for 2 years. She's been very active. She comes from the Michigan chapter. She has been a leader on chapter presidents' calls, and her social media savvy has been very important in helping NATOA upgrade our Facebook and Twitter presence. And she's, as you all know, she's very knowledgeable about communications and branding, and she's brought that expertise to NATOA. She's also been a speaker on webinars and conference sessions, and she always gets very high reviews on her presentations, and she's even traveled to some of our chapter conferences as a speaker. So we are definitely going to miss Deborah. And the other person who's leaving our board is Lori Sherwood. It's very sad for all of us. She's done a two-year terms, and she is at the term limit, so we can't keep her any longer, as much as we would like to. Lori has been very strong in a number of areas for the board. She's very strong with advocacy and has so many contacts in the Washington, D.C. area, not only legislative and regulatory advocacy, but also with the broadband community and the vendors. Lori helped plan quite a few of our special conferences, like the cybersecurity that we had last spring, and some of the pre-conference days that are dedicated to a particular topic. She oftentimes was the real brains behind designing the entire day and helping to retain quite a few of the speakers. And lastly, Lori is one of the driving forces behind the wonderfully popular silent auction that we just started 2 years ago, and we really appreciate everything that she's done. You want to say a word?
I just want to say thank you. It has really been a pleasure to have been with this organization for so long and then on the board for 4 years, and want to thank Mary Beth for reaching out at first to recruit me to be on the board. It seems like just yesterday, and having gone through BTOP in addition to being on the board somewhat simultaneously was interesting. But it has been a pleasure to get to know all of you better and to be with this wonderful organization. So thank you very much.
So I have the privilege of presenting the next award, and I'm going to continue, after much consideration, I'm going to continue the kind of a theme from yesterday, and we're going to give the award to a chapter that's located in a place where the women are strong, the men are good looking, and the chapter is above average. This year's President's Award is going to go to MACTA, and I want to take the time to just mention a few reasons why I felt that they were deserving this year. In the past 12 months, they've conducted 2 annual day conferences with 250 people in attendance. I came to one of the conferences and attended. They conducted an annual day at the Capitol event in cooperation with the Minnesota League of Cities, submitted 2 FCC filings in the tower siting proceeding and the Comcast Time Warner merger, coordinated MACTA members served by Comcast in their participation of retaining financial consultants to analyze Comcast merger and transactions, and provided this conference, I think, has been outstanding, and we couldn't have done it without the tremendous support that was provided by MACTA. They've conducted several tours. People are on tours now of the Mall of America and some PEGS facilities. Who can forget the monster truck PEG rally? Hosted booth to help our guests. Financial support for the conference. You can thank MACTA for a live band later today. And of course, the GPA event and they'll be shooting and distributing video of the event. Let's also not forget that they facilitated the nomination of 2 state legislators to receive the Community Broadband Awards, and I thought that was excellent showcase coming just prior to the chairman's speech yesterday. So, without further ado, I'd like to present the award. Is someone here to accept the award? Mike, is that you?
Just real quickly, thank you, NATOA Board, and thank you, President, because if I recall correctly, it is the President's award, so it was your decision. So if any other chapters are not happy, it's his fault. This is really neat. I think this is the 4th time MACTA has won this award. The first time was in '93 at the Anaheim Conference, which was the first time it was ever presented. So if that's the case, then about every 5 years we win it. So in about 4 or 5 years from now, hopefully we will earn it again. But this board we have is incredible. We just had our annual meeting last night, and the same board will be serving again for the next year or 2. So we hope to continue to serve our members and work with NATOA. We have a great relationship, and I just want to thank you all.
One more award, and I guess Jody and I are going to tag team on providing this year's Ovation Awards, and I want to read from the award. The Ovation Award is presented for members in acknowledgement of your coordinating your, I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Unrelenting commitment to the members of the NATOA Association and the local governments that we serve nationwide.
Great. So our first award goes to Darren Zilke. I don't know if Darren is here today, but we want to present him the award for his continuing efforts in promoting NATOA's mission in Colorado. He recently moved on from working on cable franchising issues, but he's still committed to helping NATOA at the state level in Colorado, and we appreciate his efforts.
Next award is for Mitzi Herrera for her work on the FCC Consumer Advisory Council and for all of her hard work for PEG advocacy in addition to her, quote, regular job. Mitzi. We do want the recipients to come on up because we want to do a photo.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Great. And I don't think he's here right now either, but he's won a few NATOA awards, and they're all well-deserved. Also want to give an Ovation Award to Jim Baller for his work in creation of the Coalition for Internet Choice. So I want to acknowledge Jim for that.
Now I'm thinking this is going to be an interesting photo. Mike Wassenaar for his efforts and leadership on behalf of community media.
Okay. And also want to recognize with an Ovation Award Barry Fraser. I hope Barry's still here today, for his leadership and his involvement in the Public Safety and Homeland Security Committee. We really love having Barry on board. So Barry, if you're here, come on up.
And our last Ovation Award presentation for this year, Bruce Crest. Bruce is an original NATOA founder, former board member, former member of the year, life member, and NATOA's longtime historian. I don't think he was able to attend the conference this year. I'm not.
Yes,
Bruce,
he's here.
You're here,
He's
yay.
here.
He was here. Okay, what I was going to say is, if you're watching us in back home on the web stream, thank you for your years of service and for keeping track of our history, and congratulations. All right. I don't have any other announcements, so please continue enjoying your lunch, and I'm sure our moderator, Mike, will be back up here again shortly.
And don't forget, those of you who are voting members, please attend the business meeting. Those of you who are voting members, don't forget to attend the business meeting today, too. Thanks.